Welcome back, everybody, to the channel. It is your host, Primo Lord B. Ryan, and welcome back to We Got Heat, the show where we talk about all things heat. Are they heat? Are they beat? Are they weak? It don't matter. This week, it's been a hectic week. I ain't gonna lie. I know I promised that we would pump out videos left and right, but this whole week has just been a mirage of good and bad things, and it kind of sucks. You know, I didn't feel comfortable recording a video without my cameraman, because without her, none of this would have been possible. But today, it's... First off, let me just say, the title's gonna say it all. This is my first ever pair of Air Maxes in my entire collection. I do happen to have the Japan 97 Vapor Max exclusives. For those of y'all who don't know, it's a 97 upper. It's got the Volt green all over it, and it's got the Vapor Max sole. So I wouldn't count that as an Air Max, even though it is technically. I just don't. I'm not counting it. But this week, this is probably going to be heat week because we've been hitting left and right like crazy. I'm telling you, the next couple episodes are probably going to be the bangers of this entire season whenever we're deciding when to stop. I don't know how many episodes we're going for, but without further ado, let's break it down. Today we are taking a close look at the Air Max 90 Supernovas. Off the riff, let's look at the box. Air Max 90, I got a size 11. I had to pay resale. This was the only size. Paid $175. Obviously the price dropped. I've had these for going on a week and a half. These dropped the same day the top 3 5s drop. These dropped the same day the top 3 5s drop. I didn't know about them. I knew they existed. I didn't know the date. But let me tell you, when I went to go pick up those top 3s, gone. Bangers. All of them. The only size that was left was an 11.5. I did have to pay resale. I couldn't get a 10.5, so the 11 was all I could get. But then I've been hearing rumors that, you know, if you were 10.5, 11 is perfect. You're fine. You're golden. You don't have to worry about it. Depends on laces, how you lace them up. But, you know, this show, we got to get into it. Obviously the box, standard issue Nike box, nothing crazy. All the way around, bottom, top, it's normal. Same thing on the inside, there it is. Just like that, that win. That is the Air Max 90 Supernova. I didn't know what it was. I called it the Galaxy, but this is the Galaxy Air Max. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it off. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about what we see right now. These are the pros of what we're looking at. What do we like about it? We do the on foot, we do the rotation. You know the game. So I'll see you in a minute. I hope you all enjoyed that on foot and that little bit of rotation. Let's talk about some things first. Let's talk about first impressions. I know I should have said that right off the rip. Didn't think about it, but let's appreciate this thing. This is probably by far one of the sickest colorways I've ever seen in a long time. And I'm not really a huge Air Max person, but for some reason I love Galaxy. Galaxy is like, I love Galaxy. I'm really biased because Galaxy is probably one of my favorites. I have it on my wallpaper on my phone as well. But I love Galaxies. One of the little details I want to point in is that insole. It's nothing too crazy, nothing too major, but it's just those little details that go in hand, you know. I love that. I love the whole print. You know, it doesn't really look like a Galaxy if you really look at it. You know, it's obviously all pixelated. As you can see along right here, it's really pixelated. It doesn't really make it stand out, but that's the simple thing, you know. I love that. Another thing I do love is all the way around here, around this suede area right here, all this suede. It looks all bumpy. It looks like a moon rock. It looks nice. It's those little details. You can barely see it, but it's like a little bit of bubbles all the way around through here, as well as the other side. It's got that little nice bubble feature to it. It reminds me of a moon rock. The colors on this thing just work. The little metallic little swoosh right here that they have, the metallic tongue tab they have right here. You got this nice little hang tag, the Nike SN 2020. Supernova 2020. It's the details. It's the little things. You know, I know I say I'm a sucker for simplicity. I love simpleness, but this right here, they went all out, and this is probably one of the most nicest sneakers out there. One of the more nicer, most bolder, And you got to appreciate it. You got to look at these little things. You got to love it. You know, again, the simple things, you know, all black and just throw some spots on it, make it look like the stars. That blue, the blue on this works. The blue pulls it out. The blue makes this, you know, this an Air Max. It's just a color pattern. The colorway on it is insane. I love it. It pops out. Pay attention to details. They got that little pink stitching going all the way across the Nike swoosh, just like another pink right here. They got the pink on this side. This right here it's amazing. I'm gonna be honest, this is probably one of the most craziest sneakers I have in the collection. I said this one's gonna be the banger. I said it in the top 3. I said we got a sneaker that's a banger. I think this is a banger. I did pay resale. I did pay $175. Right now StockX is selling them for $145. That's if you buy now. So did I take it now? Kinda, but I didn't because I really wanted these things. Now let's talk about sizing. Those of y'all who know, I'm a 10.5. I have to get every sneaker I have in a 10.5, except Yeezys and Ultra Boost. Yeezys I'll wear an 11. All Yeezys are an 11. But this, I got this in an 11. I tried it on. Yes, my toe was not all the way to the end. You know, we got a little bit spacing, but it fits. You know, it's comfortable. You know, I can't really guarantee. Should you go true to size? Maybe. But the way I feel and the way how I was wearing them, you know, my socks are really thin as well. You know, you would think, but for these, I think for me an 11 is perfect. You know, 11, maybe I'll try 10.5. I'm not gonna say how sizing is. I know I have, you know, foot room and I also have toe room, so it's really good. It's really comfortable overall. It's amazing. Again, one of the things that I like is just the simplicity behind this. You know, again, I love simpleness, but I love those little details. That pink stitching right there, that tongue tab, amazing. The dots on the side, you know, the color in the bubble, the color, it just works. This right here just works. I think the one thing that really sells me for it is got to be the bumps all the way around here. It reminds me of a moon rock. You know, when you think of galaxy, you think of asteroids, you think of comets, you think of stars. And I think this shoe just pulls all those elements and puts them together. And it brings out the colors. Again, the pink, you got the blue. You know, you got, again, the stitching on this blue as well. The dots, it's amazing. You know, I'm sounding really biased, but if you are thinking about it, because I know I've seen them where they're still in stores. If you're thinking about pulling the trigger on these, don't hesitate, pull the trigger. And not because I like Galaxy, but because this right here is amazing. This is unique. These are one of those sneakers that it's just unique. You're gonna crack some heads. You're gonna wear these and people are gonna look and they're gonna freak out. They're gonna flaunt. They dropped 3 other shoes. They dropped 270. Obviously they dropped this one, and I forgot the other one. I don't know if it's a Tailwind 4. I don't know what it is. I can't remember, but this one is a more better one. The other one, the 270, is an orange. You know, it's got some accents of Galaxy, but this right here, this one, it just screams Galaxy. This right here is a Galaxy themed sneaker. This right here is, it's probably up there. This is probably one of my top 10 sneakers of all time. I think we can throw this on the summer sneaker because it is an Air Max 90. This dropped in the summer. It's a summer shoe. We're going to call it how it is. This is going to be a summer shoe. But not only a summer shoe, this is going to be a winter. You can wear it anytime you want. This right here is heat. And you know how we do it on the show. We tell you how it is. Is it heat? Is it beat? Is it weak? This is heat. This is flame. This is fire. And I hope you're tuning in because in the next couple days, we're going to be we got some heat. I'm telling you that we got some heat. And we do have one special Jordan that's going to just blow you out of the water. I didn't think we were going to get it, but we got it. And we got, you know what? Retail game. We got it for the retail. This was a resale game. So obviously we're for retail, but I wanted these. I love these, and we got to appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this episode of We Got Heat. We tell you how it is, and we will see you when we see you in the next video. I will see you later.